You're about to discover a secret nighttime habit that could be quietly rebuilding your muscles and making you stronger while you sleep. Have you started to feel a bit slower getting out of bed? Does your balance seem a little off? Or do your arms and legs feel heavier than they used to? These aren't just minor annoyances of aging. These small signs could be your body's subtle way of telling you that your muscles are breaking down faster and they can be rebuilt. Asterisk, here's the little known secret. Your body does some of its most critical repair work at night, especially when it comes to muscle tissue. It's like a construction crew that only works after dark. But here's what most people don't realize. Your body can't build or repair what it doesn't have the materials for. And no, we're not talking about endless gym workouts or expensive supplements. It all begins with a specific type of food you give your body right before bed. This simple, powerful habit is your key to waking up feeling stronger and more stable. Asterisk, to truly prevent this silent nighttime muscle breakdown. The food you eat needs to check off 3 crucial boxes. First, it must deliver a minimum of 20 grams of high-quality protein in one go. This is the bare minimum your body needs to kickstart the muscle rebuilding process. Think of it like trying to fix a broken wall. You can't do it without enough bricks. Too little protein, and your body simply doesn't have the materials to get the job done? Asterisk second. That protein must contain a special amino acid called leucine. Leucine acts like the ignition key for your muscle recovery system. You need at least 2.5 grams of leucine to turn on this process. Without it, no matter how much protein you eat, the rebuilding process never fully begins. It's the difference between having a car full of gas and having the key to start the engine. Asterisk third. The protein needs to be a slow-digesting source. Some proteins are used up too quickly, gone within 2 or 3 hours. That's not enough to fuel your muscles through a full night's sleep. What you want is something that digests slowly, steadily releasing nutrients for 6, even 7 hours. This is the kind of consistent support your muscles need to repair and grow all night long, not just for the first part of it. And of course, there's one more thing. It has to be easy on your body. Nobody wants to deal with bloating, acid reflux, or stomach upset at bedtime. Plus, it has to be affordable. Asterisk, after digging through the science, we found just for natural, affordable, and senior-friendly foods that meet all these criteria. In the next part, I'll walk you through each one, how they work, how to use them, and how they can help you wake up feeling more stable, strong, and ready for your day. If this is your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Every week, we share practical health tips to help seniors stay strong, active, and independent. And before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? Drop a comment below. This community is growing fast, and your voice might be exactly what someone else needs to feel encouraged today. 1. The underrated nighttime powerhouse, Casein protein asterisk. Our first secret weapon is Casein. Don't let the powdered form scare you off. It's not some artificial supplement. Casein is a natural protein found in milk, simply concentrated by removing water and fat. It's a pure, natural protein that works slowly in your system. Asterisk, here's why that matters. When you mix around 40 grams of Casein powder, just 2 scoops with a small glass of water, you get roughly 160 calories and 30 to 40 grams of high-quality protein. But unlike other proteins that are digested quickly, Casein doesn't vanish in a couple of hours. Instead, it forms a soft, gentle gel in your stomach. This allows your body to absorb it gradually over 6 full hours. This is exactly the kind of sustained support your muscles need through the night. Think of it like a slow, steady fuel source. It's quietly working while you sleep. Asterisk, and here's what the research tells us. Older adults who consume 30 to 40 grams of Casein before bedtime continue building muscle throughout the night. That's a huge advantage, especially since muscle maintenance becomes harder with age. Compare that to faster proteins like whey or even meat, which digests in 2 to 3 hours. After that, your body has nothing left to work with for the rest of the night. That's where Casein shines. It stays in your system longer, silently supporting your body as you rest. Asterisk, it's also incredibly easy to prepare. Just take 2 spoonfuls. Mix with water, shake for a few seconds, and drink. No mess, no cooking, no fuss. You don't need to be worried about the word supplement. Casein is essentially powdered milk in a purer form, something familiar and trusted. And if your kidneys are healthy, there's no issue with using it regularly. Price-wise, it's surprisingly budget-friendly, often costing even less than a container of cottage cheese. In short, Casein is a gentle, science-backed option for nighttime muscle support, quiet, effective, and perfectly suited for older adults who want to stay strong without complications. 2. The humble kitchen staple with a secret cottage cheese asterisk. What makes cottage cheese so special? It's another hero of slow digestion, releasing muscle-friendly amino acids gradually throughout the night. It works in a similar way to casein powder, but with a bonus: it's less processed and comes straight from a real food source. Alongside its protein content, it's also rich in calcium and other nutrients that support strong bones and healthy aging. Asterisk. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Research has shown that older adults who replaced their evening snacks with cottage cheese saw noticeable gains. In just 12 weeks, they added around 0.6 kilograms, about 1.3 pounds of lean muscle. That number might not seem big at first glance, but in real life, it's the kind of change you feel when standing up becomes easier, or stairs don't feel as steep as they used to. Asterisk, to get the full benefit, aim for about 250 grams before bedtime. It's roughly 2 generous scoops. This serving gives your body between 30 and 35 grams of protein, which is exactly the amount needed to keep muscles nourished through the night. Worried about sodium? Don't be. Any grocery stores carry low-salt versions, so you can still protect your heart while feeding your muscles. And for anyone with lactose sensitivity, there are now lactose-free options that taste just as good. You'll typically find this type of cheese in the fresh dairy aisle. Look for a variety called fromage blanc, which is often placed near yogurts or soft cheeses. Just don't mix it up with ricotta. They may look similar, but they're not quite the same when it comes to protein content or digestibility. Asterisk, what makes cottage cheese truly appealing is how flexible it is. You can go sweet by topping it with some fruit or cinnamon, or turn it into a savory treat by adding herbs, tomatoes, or a pinch of black pepper. This humble little food may not look flashy, but it's one of the most reliable ways to quietly support your muscles overnight. No need for complicated prep or expensive products. Just a spoon, a bowl, and a simple habit that could make all the difference. 3. Your new bedtime superfood duo, Greek yogurt and Skyr asterisk, if you're after something smooth, easy to digest, and kind to your stomach. This might be just what your body needs before bedtime. Our third option is Greek yogurt and its thicker cousin. From Iceland's Skyr, in fact, one study found that older men who included Skyr in their diet, along with gentle exercise, gained a whopping 2.4 kilograms, about 5.3 pounds, of muscle in just 8 weeks. That's not just a number on a chart. That's the kind of strength you feel when climbing stairs no longer leaves you winded, or getting up from a chair doesn't require as much effort. Asterisk, so what makes them so effective? First, both contain natural casein protein, which your body breaks down slowly. That means your muscles receive a steady stream of amino acids for hours while you sleep. But the benefits don't stop there. These yogurts are also full of probiotics, those helpful bacteria that support your digestive system and keep your gut working properly. When your digestion is strong, your body is better at absorbing all the nutrients it takes in, especially protein. Asterisk, when choosing a yogurt, check the label. Look for one that has over 10% protein and less than 6 grams of sugar per 100 grams. That ensures you're getting a muscle-supporting snack, not just a sweet treat in disguise. A serving of 200 to 250 grams gives you roughly 18 to 20 grams of protein, enough to support overnight muscle repair. You can even level it up by adding a bit of cottage cheese or stirring in half a scoop of protein powder. It's easy to adapt to your preferences. If you're watching your calorie intake, go for the 0% fat versions. If you're sensitive to lactose, there are lactose-free options available too. For a little extra flavor and gut health, try mixing. In a pinch of cinnamon or cocoa powder, asterisk, you might wonder, should I choose Greek yogurt or Skyr? Both are excellent. Skyr tends to be a bit thicker and slightly higher in protein, but it may not be available in every store. Either one gives your body the slow digesting protein and probiotic support it needs to guard against muscle loss. 4. Dairy-free alternatives for overnight muscle support. Asterisk, not everyone enjoys dairy, and that's perfectly fine. Whether you avoid milk, cheese, or yogurt for personal reasons, or because of how they make you feel, there are still great ways to support your muscles through the night. Asterisk, one of the best non-dairy choices is sardines packed in oil. A small 90-gram tin delivers around 20 grams of complete protein, along with a healthy dose of omega-3s. Those fats that help soothe inflammation and keep your joints in good shape. Sardines don't digest as slowly as casein. They're still a fantastic bedtime snack for fueling your muscles and boosting overall recovery. Asterisk, if you lean more toward plant-based choices. Soy and pea protein powders are excellent substitutes. The trick is choosing a blend that gives you at least 2.5 grams of leucine per serving. That's the magic number your body needs to switch on the muscle building process. Just like with casein, you can mix a scoop with water for a quick shake before bed. These proteins absorb a little faster than dairy-based ones, but they still provide your body with the tools it needs to rebuild during sleep. Asterisk, looking for something a little softer in texture. Ricotta and quark cheese are two gentle options too. Consider, though, milder than cottage cheese. A 200-gram serving still supplies about 25 grams of slow-releasing protein. They're easy on the stomach, but powerful enough to support nighttime muscle repair. And here's some good news. All of these options are budget-friendly. On average, they cost just 3 to 4 cents per gram of protein. So, keeping up with your muscle health doesn't have to stretch your wallet. Asterisk, at the end of the day, the goal isn't to chase the perfect food. It's to find something you like that agrees with your body and that you can stick with. So, go with what suits your taste and your digestion. Keep it simple. Make it part of your evening routine, and your body will thank you every morning. 5. The 5-minute trick that amplifies your results. Asterisk, what you do before bed matters just as much as what you eat. Even the highest quality protein won't help if your body doesn't get the signal to use it. Think of protein like stacks of bricks. It's valuable material, but without builders on site, the wall never gets built. In this case, movement is the builder. It tells your body, hey, we need to repair and grow these muscles. Asterisk, that doesn't mean you need an intense workout or a trip to the gym. Just a few minutes of light activity in the evening is enough to set the stage. About 5 minutes of gentle movement before bed can trigger your body to shift into rebuild mode. Asterisk, sit 2 stands. Using a sturdy chair, slowly lower yourself down into the seat. Then stand back up without using your arms for support. Do 10 controlled reps at your own pace. This wakes up the muscles in your thighs and glutes, preparing them for recovery. Asterisk, towel pulls. Grab a towel and hold each end with both hands while sitting upright. Try pulling both ends apart, holding the tension for 5 seconds. Then release. Do this 10 times. This small motion engages your arms, shoulders, and upper back key areas for posture and everyday strength. Asterisk, calf raises. Stand near a countertop or a stable surface for balance. Gently rise onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the ground. Pause briefly, then lower your heels with control. Aim for 15 reps. This strengthens your calves and improves stability, especially helpful for walking and preventing falls. Asterisk, once you've completed each of these movements, go through the whole routine a second time. You don't need to break a sweat or feel exhausted. The point is simply to activate your muscles so that when you eat your bedtime protein, your body knows exactly how to put it to use. It's a small habit, but over time, these few minutes of movement combined with the right nutrition, can make a real impact on your strength, balance, and confidence as you age. So, give yourself those 5 minutes tonight. It's a quiet investment. Your body will return with interest. 6. The perfect timing and daily balance asterisk when it comes to nighttime protein. When you eat, it can be just as important as what you eat. Start with your main dinner about 2 to 3 hours before heading to bed. This gives your digestive system enough time to process that larger meal. Then, about 30 to 60 minutes before you turn in for the night, enjoy your bedtime protein snack. Whether it's a scoop of casein, a bowl of Greek yogurt, or a serving of cottage cheese, this timing gives your body a steady stream of nutrients. It's overnight without weighing you down or causing reflux while you sleep. Asterisk, but here's something many people forget. Your bedtime snack shouldn't carry all the muscle-building load. Ideally, your evening protein should only make up about 20 to 25% of your total protein for the day. To really support your muscles, you need to spread your intake across breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 2. Asterisk. Let's look at an example for someone who weighs around 70 kilos, 154 pounds. Here's a balanced day. Asterisk 8 a.m. breakfast. Aim for 25 g of protein, for example. Eggs with oatmeal. Asterisk 2 p.m. lunch. Go for 30 g, for example. Fish and lentils. Asterisk 8 p.m. dinner. Include another 25 grams, for example. Your grilled chicken and steamed veggies. Asterisk 10:30 p.m. bedtime snack. Finish with 30 g from your bedtime protein source. Asterisk that brings you to roughly 110 g of protein for the day. More than enough to support muscle maintenance and growth, all without the need for tracking apps or complicated formulas. 6. The perfect timing and daily balance asterisk when it comes to nighttime protein. When you eat, it can be just as important as what you eat. Start with your main dinner about 2 to 3 hours before heading to bed. This gives your digestive system enough time to process that larger meal. Then, about 30 to 60 minutes before you turn in for the night, enjoy your bedtime protein snack. Whether it's a scoop of casein, a bowl of Greek yogurt, or a serving of cottage cheese, this timing gives your body a steady stream of nutrients. It's overnight without weighing you down or causing reflux while you sleep. Asterisk, but here's something many people forget. Your bedtime snack shouldn't carry all the muscle-building load. Ideally, your evening protein should only make up about 20 to 25% of your total protein for the day. To really support your muscles, you need to spread your intake across breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 2. Asterisk. Let's look at an example for someone who weighs around 70 kilos, 154 pounds. Here's a balanced day. Asterisk 8 a.m. breakfast. Aim for 25 g of protein, for example. Eggs with oatmeal. Asterisk 2 p.m. lunch. Go for 30 g, for example. Fish and lentils. Asterisk 8 p.m. dinner. Include another 25 grams, for example. Your grilled chicken and steamed veggies. Asterisk 10:30 p.m. bedtime snack. Finish with 30 g from your bedtime protein source. Asterisk that brings you to roughly 110 g of protein for the day. More than enough to support muscle maintenance and growth, all without the need for tracking apps or complicated formulas. Worried about late night snacking causing heartburn or reflux? Or a few easy ways to prevent that. First, keep the fat content low in your nighttime snack, since high-fat foods slow digestion and can cause discomfort. Second, slightly elevate the head of your bed by around 10 centimeters or use 2 pillows to help gravity keep stomach acid where it belongs. And third, if you're making a protein shake, skip the whole milk and mix it with water instead. It's lighter and gentler on the stomach. By following this simple schedule and making smart adjustments, you can give your muscles the overnight support they need without any unwanted side effects. And when morning comes, you'll feel stronger, steadier, and ready to take on the day. Asterisk your questions answered. Safety. Combining foods and results. Asterisk, a lot of people wonder whether adding extra protein at night might harm their kidneys. The answer depends on your current health. If your kidneys are functioning normally, consuming up to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day is considered completely safe. However, if you already have kidney issues, it's essential to speak with your doctor before making any dietary changes, especially especially when it comes to protein intake. Asterisk, another question we often hear is, can you combine different sources like casein, powder, and cottage cheese in the same meal? Yes, you absolutely can. But try to keep the total amount of protein under 40 grams per sitting. Taking in more than that at once won't give you any added muscle building advantage and might just leave you feeling bloated or overly full. Asterisk for those living with diabetes. It's natural to worry about how protein might affect blood sugar. Thankfully, protein alone doesn't cause glucose spikes. What you do want to avoid, though, is adding sugary toppings to your evening snack, like honey or sweetened fruits. In fact, many people with diabetes find that a protein-rich snack at night actually helps stabilize their blood sugar levels into the next morning. Asterisk. People taking blood thinners often ask whether these foods are safe. In general, dairy-based proteins, like casein, Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese, don't interfere with medications. Sardines, however, do contain a bit of vitamin K, so if you're on blood thinners, it's a good idea to enjoy them just once or twice a week to be on the safe side. Asterisk, and finally, one of the biggest questions: how long does it take to notice a difference? You won't feel stronger overnight, but give it 4 to 6 weeks. That's usually when people start to feel changes. Climbing stairs becomes easier, or standing from a chair doesn't require as much effort. By weeks 8 to 12, you may even see changes in your muscle tone. It's not a quick fix, but with consistency in both your protein intake and light exercise, real results will follow. Stick with the routine, stay patient, and your body will begin to reward you. Asterisk, so now you know. With the right foods, a little evening movement, and a simple routine you can stick with, your body gets the signal it needs to stay strong, quietly while you sleep. If you've made it this far, drop a comment below and let us know. What's your favorite bedtime snack for strength and recovery? We read every message, and your story might inspire someone else to take that first step. And if today's video helped, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you won't miss our weekly tips for staying healthy, mobile, and strong at every stage of life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.